if you're trying to grow fruit for your family or food for your family, and you have 1 or 2 blueberry or fruit trees, it's not enough. Here's why. Recently we went to the store, and we're at the store every other day, guys, like for real, every other day. And that's the reason we want to grow our own food. It is getting very expensive. When we went to purchase our blueberries, it was buy one get one free, but sometimes it's not. And we typically try to buy fruits when they are buy one get one free, because as you can see, container of blueberries in one sitting. No, I don't want any black blueberries.
Well, I want to brush them.
Thank you, baby.
Well, brush them.
Thank you.
Okay.
So, our first year of growing blueberries or strawberries, blackberries, we planted one.
Yes.
Very excited because we thought we were doing something right. Wrong. We got a few blueberries and a few blackberries, and wondered why. When you plant these trees, a lot of the bushes, they're very small, and if you get multiple, a lot of them cross-pollinate. So when they're planted close to each other, they help each other out. That's one reason why you shouldn't just buy one. So we plant multiple varieties of the same plant, because 1, cross-pollination, and then 2, companion plants. Companion plants help you get more production when you have them, oh my goodness, when you have them planted next to each other. So we realized that our first year we weren't planting enough, because I was planting like 5 strawberries or 6 or 7 strawberry plants, and you get 1 or 2 or 3, you know, and realize you need 2 to 3 blueberry bush per toddler. That applies for blackberries as well. We have 2 grapevines, which is plenty for our family, but we actually added 2 more grapevines. So if you're thinking about
blueberries,
yes, thanks, baby. If your goal is to garden for to ensure you are planting enough for your family, buy more than just 1 plant. Another reason why we plant more than 1 is you have to plan for the birds and all of the other insects, because you plant 1 and that is taken over by whichever bird or critter decides to visit your garden that day, then you're going to be really upset. Also, if you do lose that 1, you already have a few that you can continue to get production from. Another reason why you plant so much is if you lose 1, like we had a cold here, right? And I lost one of the varieties that I was growing, like of the mangoes. However, we have other varieties that do very well in cold. My heart doesn't hurt. So it does. It breaks my heart a little bit. But you want to plant more than 1 in case something happens, like weather, or you may lose it for the hurricane. You know, the wind picked it up and took out that plant and left you the other plant. So ensuring that when you do plant them, they're in a good distance apart, so they have enough room to grow, enough space to air for air to circulate. If 1 bush does not produce, hopefully the other one produce for you. My biggest reason why we plant more than 1 is that we want to make sure we have enough for our family. So think about that. Hopefully, if you are growing some plants or you are growing some trees, let me know in the comments. What are you growing? How many are you growing? And maybe we don't have enough. So here are a few more reasons why we believe you should grow more than 1 bush. Pollination. So I mentioned it before. Cross-pollination is great, but if you have more fruit, that means you're going to have more flowers, which is going to invite more bees and butterflies to your garden, and you kind of create like an ecosystem. The more butterflies, the more bees, the more pollination, and the more fruit, right? They will all push each other to grow. As we can see, this year we are getting a lot more flowers because we have a lot more varieties of fruit in our garden or in our backyard. So we're excited to see all of the fruit, the possible fruit we will get this season. Okay, so if you're looking to use it to cook with, like, or make juices or jams or even some pies, 1 is not enough, guys. That is going to be enough to get you a handful of blueberries, but you're not going to be able to even leave the garden. So learn from our mistake, get more than 1, right? That is the common theme. Now, here's a tip. So, to use your existing plant to get more fruit, here's how. Blackberries and raspberries naturally spread by bending down and rooting at the tip. So if you see that, gently just bury the tip and it will root and create a new plant. Strawberries, if you're growing them in a raised bed, they may naturally do this. If you see the runners, these are baby plants on the vine. Place the runner in the soil, and once it roots, you can cut it off and transplant it. Blueberries, in early summer, 6-inch cutting from a healthy branch and dip it in a root hormone and plant it in a moist soil, keeping it humid until it develops roots, and that way you have a whole new blueberry bush. So if you don't have the money to go ahead and buy more plants, you can use your existing plants and get more for free.
You only need one, unless you're going to do a different variety of guava. You only need one guava. This guava produces a lot of fruit. Ooh, it smells so delicious over here. You need a few mangoes, not just one. It can get overtaken by disease. Oh, so this is our first year of this. This one has not done well for us, so we added a different one, and it's actually going to, it looks like it's going to give something, but it's not. It's going to be a handful of blueberries, which is definitely not enough for our family. But this is our strawberries. I still don't think like we have enough strawberries. So 25 strawberry plants.
What is 8 of them?
The bugs ate, yeah, so that's why you got to plant more. So if the bugs do eat your blackberries like they typically do, that's okay. You're going to have one plant for the birds and 1 or 2 for you. You got to plant for the birds.
We still have more.
Exactly. Second case of blueberries?
Yeah.
Who gave it to you?
I did.
Oh,
I got it.
okay.
All
right, I gotta go. Thanks for watching, guys. If you're growing some fruit or you're thinking about growing some, put them in the comments. Love to hear